Hello everyone, greeting. My name is Tony Julianto Tagalong. I'm from class PWI Kawan. My name is 23536. And I'm here to explain about chapter 4, Intercultural Communication. Definition. What is intercultural communication? Is a discipline that studies communication across different cultures and social groups, or how culture affects communication. It describes the wide range of communication process and problems that naturally appear within an organization or social context made up of individuals from different religious, social, ethnic, and educational backgrounds. In this sense, it seeks to understand how people from different countries and cultures act, communicate, and perceive the world around them. There are common models for a communication. Like example: 1. Source. 2. Encoding. 3. Message. 4. Channel. 5. Noise. 6. Receiver. 8. 7. Decoding. 8. Receiver response. 9. Feedback. 10. Context. There are barriers intercultural communication. There are many kinds of barriers in intercultural communication, like 1. Attitude, 2. Perception, 3. Stereotype, 4. Interpretation, 5. Culture shock, 6. Non-verbal behavior. 1. Attitudes. Simple cases. A. Globalization means that business culture everywhere in the world. If they want to do business with me, then they have to adapt my culture. C. When in Indonesia, as Indonesia do. Comment. People do share certain beliefs and values, especially business people. However, it is misleading to believe that they are always stronger than other types of culture. One of example, Western franchise brand such as KFC, which tries to standardize its product, has to adapt to local tastes. The pressure of globalization can also lead to the strengthening of local identity. The idea that people from different cultures can be fused together is at the heart of the concept of the melting pot. B. It is an ethnocentric approach and is unlikely to success in business or other relationship. C. This is commonly used phrase and is useful in that it stresses the importance of considering the culture of the host. Perception. The fact that people perceive the same thing in different ways is particularly important in intercultural communication. The way we perceive is culturally determined, and the general lack of awareness of this is another barrier to intercultural communication. Stereotype. A stereotype is a fixed idea or image that many people have particularly type of person, thing, or event, but sometimes it is not true in reality. Generalization and categories are necessary, but when they are too rigid, they can be a barrier to the effective interpretation of a situation. In intercultural communication, it is vital to distinguish between what is part of person's cultural background and what is part of their personality. Interpretation. In terms of language, the definition of interpretation should be broader, rendering a spoken or signed message into another spoken or signed language, precising the register and the meaning of the source language content. Culture shock. Culture shock is precipitated by the anxiety that results from losing all our familiar signs and symbols of social intercourse. These signs or clues include the 1,001 ways in which we orient ourselves to the situation of daily life. Further discussion about culture shock will be the next. 6. Nonverbal behavior. While language is the primary means of communication, nonverbal behavior also communicates. Nonverbal patterns include gesture, facial expression, contact, body movement, touching, and the use space and time. Gestures are obvious source of misunderstanding because they may have different meanings. However, other forms of nonverbal communication may cause particular difficulty, partly because we do not think about them much. Cultural learning. At the lowest level is the belief that all people are alike. Then comes a recognition that there are differences and acceptance of the differencing ways of synthesizing the different ways, selecting and making things run smoothly. The process of cultural learning can be helped by a long experience, reflection, and training. Intercultural training not only provides information but also develops skills and encourages attitudes to enable people to progress along the cultural learning curve. C. Dealing with different. If technical skill is the only criterion for working abroad, the result will be really successful, where aggression, speed, and competitiveness may be important in a monocultural environment. They could be dangerous in an intercultural one, where qualities such as adaptability and high tolerance for ambiguity are more important. D. Improving intercultural communication. In interaction with people from foreign culture, a person who is interculturally competent understands the culture specific concepts of perception, thinking, feeling, and acting. The basic requirements for intercultural competence are: 1. Break the assumptions. Everyone makes or has assumptions about others. In intercultural communication to truly work, people need to assess their assumptions and ask themselves why they hold those ideas or beliefs. By doing so, and even openly examining them with others, the initial barrier to intercultural communication is overcome. 2. Empathize. In order to come to appreciate and understand people from different cultures, empathy is vital. Through putting yourself in someone else's shoes, you come to see or appreciate their point of view. 3. Involve. Involving others in text is decision-making empowerment and builds strong relationships. Using intercultural diversity is in essence a more creative approach to problem solving as it incorporates different points of view. 4. Discourage and herd mentality. Herd mentality refers to a closer-dimensional approach, such a way thinking curbs creativity, innovation, and advancement as people are restricted in how to think, approach, and engage with people or challenge. Intercultural communication can only flourish and therefore contribute if people are encouraged to think as individuals, bring their cultural influence to the table, and share ideas that might be outside the box. 5. Avoid sensitive behavior. The development of intercultural competence itself is mostly based on the individual experience while he or she is communicating with different cultures. When interacting with people from other cultures, the individual experiences certain obstacles that are caused by difference in cultural understanding between two people from different cultures. Such experience may motivate the individual to acquire skills that can help him to communicate his point of view to an audience belonging to a different cultural ethnicity and background. Okay everyone, that's the end of my explanation about intercultural communication. Thank you for watching. Please like and leave a good comment. Bye.